Welcome to TNT Goes Boom. This is map 20 headquarters. We're going to start by grabbing the chain gun, and when we open one of these doors, the door on the other side is going to open, so we just want to be careful about getting flanked. And also just be careful as there's a lot of ambushing monsters in this kind of office area. Lots of hit scanners as well, so let's be careful to focus them down first so that we avoid getting our health whittled away. Now this map is fairly large. Actually, I think it's the largest map so far, and it kind of has this sprawling tech base kind of office area. There's an underground sewer and an overland, I don't know what you call it, canyon, I guess, with like a canyon, and we're gonna go ahead and hit that switch to activate the teleporter. We're gonna come back here, so I'll take care of these monsters because we're gonna get the super shotgun, and I want to get the super shotgun to deal with these guys. So when we open this, we're going to reveal a chain gunner and a shotgunner, as well as a cacodemon and some lost souls. And as I was saying, yeah, this map is pretty sprawling and pretty cool because of the different areas that are available. We will find it's pretty linear in that you need to get the blue key, yellow key, red key in that order. But once you, within that, there's some variation of how you can go. You can kind of choose whether you want to, go this way or that way. Take certain fights in different orders. All right, so that switch is gonna reveal this meatball, and let's go ahead and use the trick where we just get right up in his face to avoid having him spawn lost souls. And then let's go ahead and continue up here where we find some revenants in crates. And then as we proceed forward, an archvile is going to come out of here, so let's just block him from going forward. And remember, when he is burning an enemy, if we hit him, he will immediately target us. So just be prepared for that. Where is that imp? Oh, there he is. Okay, let's go up here, grab the backpack, and shoot that switch to open the exit door, then come into the slimy sauna to get the for the armor. We've cleared out this area. Let's go ahead and get all the rest of the ammo, and then we'll go out back into the office and take care of the monsters. Let's see if we can get some infighting with these two. Yeah, there we go. Fighting each other. Well, there's quite a lot of monsters alive, so I should be careful as I make my way through here still. Okay, right here at Hell Knight's alive. Okay, we're good to go. We come back into the office and we find that one of the walls is lowered. There's a bunch of snipers up on the walls, and to the right is a Baron. So I'll kind of stay to the right just so I can not have to deal with him while I'm dealing with all this stuff. Nothing too crazy, but just to minimize the chaos. And from here, we will be able to get to the first secret, as well as continue progressing the elevator up ahead. So let's go for the first secret. Did I not get the armor, or did I just get so damaged? I feel like I didn't get the armor. No, I just somehow missed the armor. Okay. I honestly, I can't. I felt like I got it, but maybe I missed it. Right, I'm just gonna check, make sure I didn't forget any other ammo and things like that, since I seem to be having some brain problems. Okay, the break room is cleared. There is. It looks like I've gotten everything. Okay, let's continue. Let's go ahead and grab the first secret, which is behind this lit panel. And it's a supercharge. So we'll go ahead and pick that up. We'll come to the other side of this room later to get another secret. There's actually two secrets, one on each side of the room. And click this to lower the elevator. Now, we could go to the left, which is an elevator going down into a sewer area, which we'll visit later when we get teleported in there. The advantages of dealing with it now are that we can clear it out before we get teleported in, and also there's a megasphere down that way. Since we don't need the megasphere, obviously we have great armor, but this just lowers this elevator. We'll go ahead and go up these stairs to a rather nasty ambush. When we approach the blue key and the rocket launcher, Mancubus is going to appear up there. A bunch of sniping shotgunners and imps are going to appear on these ledges, and then the two walls are going to lower, revealing a chain gunner and two revenants on each side. So we might just try to just escape this way. I did get hit in the back. Not too bad, but did get a full blast of damage from the Revenant rocket. Looks like we're infighting, so I can focus on this guy. Okay, let's go ahead and okay, these guys are all taken care of, so let's continue. There's a couple of chain gunners down the end of the hallway, and when we approach, the lifts are going to lower, revealing an imp ambush. There's another identical imp ambush on the other side, so let's go ahead and take care of that. And then at the end of the hallway, instead of chain gunners, is an archvile. So let's go ahead and get our rocket launcher, say hi. Get our face rocket. And that was a little bit more difficult than it needed to be, but no problem. There's going to be a shotgunner ambush right here, and there's one on the other side as well. So when the archvile is resurrecting guys in front of you, depending on the size of the monsters, the strategy is different. For big monsters, really can cause a lot of trouble. So a rocket launcher or plasma is really the way to go in such a case. However, for smaller monsters like hit scanners and imps, the shotgun is fine. You know, the shotgun shoots off like 21 pellets, and so it takes, for example, maybe 10 to kill the imp, and the rest will hit our archvile. Okay, this is going to lead us to the Berserk Pack, which don't really need at this point, so let's go ahead and go here. That Berserk Pack is a secret. We can take this elevator down to the starting area, but instead of doing that, and instead of getting the chainsaw, let's go ahead and go into here for another secret, and then go to the beginning area, go through the blue door, fire 5 or so rockets down the hallway just to damage or kill monsters. Looks like we're going to start infighting. Okay, my health is pretty low, so I'm going to go back and pick up some of the health packs that were left behind. Coming to here. Actually, you know what? I'll go grab that berserk now. There's plenty of health in this map, including a couple supercharges and a megasphere. So it's nothing to be too concerned about. Just don't, you'll be able to backtrack and pick up a lot of health from the various places where you've been. Okay, this mud is damaging slime, so let's stay out of it and come around this way. Just finishing off these monsters, nothing difficult at all. And here we can see the megasphere that we could have accessed if we went down the elevator before. We'll go grab that towards the end before we finish before we go to the last area. We're going to enter into that tunnel and a series of caves, and we want to go to the right and shoot this switch, and then make our way, finishing up all the monsters. There's quite a few monsters, so just go quickly. It's nothing too difficult, but we just want to rush so that we're not wasting our radiation suit. And then we go to the next area and just kind of pop our head in and say hi. Maybe provoking some infighting. There we go. And let's go ahead and go back and get the other radiation suit, because it's about to end. Okay, there's quite a few chain gunners up there, so I'm going to just fire rockets at them. So it's hard to take them on without taking damage, so we want to just take them out as really quickly. The rocket launcher is great for that. And in the next area, we'll fire a couple more rockets because it's just kind of hard to see past this fence here, and it's just hard to see the monsters to target them. So the rocket launcher lets us just, blow them up. At the end of this slimy canal, we're gonna get teleported to a room with a revenant and some specters and lost souls, and we want to focus. It's a quite small room, so we want to focus on the specters and the lost souls first, just so we can make room to maneuver. We don't need to necessarily kill them all off, but we definitely want to have room to move around, so to avoid that. And this switch so to start the process of this draining, and we'll save this for the very last minute. There is a Baron and some imps down below, along with the yellow key and the plasma. I'm going to use the plasma when I leave this room because there's a kind of open space with some hit scan and a meatball. It's kind of awkward to fight, and you know it's just awkward to fight without taking quite a bit of damage or getting a bunch of lost souls from it. So I want to just be able to maximize firepower. Alright, so that was that, and there are a couple of secrets available from here. And we will take care of all these monsters, and then go for the secrets. Okay, the first secret, so from this open area, we're going to go... Someone's still alive. Oh no. I think someone is in the yellow room, so I'm going to take some damage here. Yep, that guy is still alive in there. Alright, I don't know how that guy... This keeps happening to me. That guy keeps showing up in there. Anyways, from this area here, we're going to go to the candle, press this to raise up an area over here, and this is going to lead us to that megasphere. I'm going to grab that later. In the meantime, we'll go back to where that candle was and go just past it, and we can see a wall with some kind of crumbling texture. And we'll go in here. There's going to be two Mancubus. This is going to reveal the computer area map above the slimy canal where we were just a few minutes ago, and then this is going to we could use this to go to the ledges where we were, and above they got out of the mud and went to the slimy canal. And let's go ahead and continue to the next area. We're going to go here, which is going to lead to the ambush area, and we're going to use the yellow key to first go into an optional area. There's going to be an ambush with 2 chain gunners and a revenant, so we'll use the plasma for that. And I think we can fill up with health here and here. Yep. So the Archvile, I think I said Revenant, but an Archvile is going to come from there, and they're going to come out when I approach that invisibility sphere. I kind of got stuck on the wall there, trying to avoid the Archvile. So... Okay, not the most elegantly done, but we did survive. And let's go ahead and see if we can grab any more health. I am going to jump here. I think there might be some more health down here. Nada. Okay, this might be a good time to go grab the... No, we got that. Okay, I think I'll hold off on grabbing the Megasphere and take the risk and keep that Megasphere for the very end before I face the Cyber Demon and go into the canyon area. So this is going to lead to a long hallway with the red key at the end. There's a trap. This floor is going to drop. So we want to face the yellow door and blast these two guys. And then I like to fire off a BFG ball, and then that archvile is kind of awkward. So we'll do that to kill him. He did get us, but we were able to get him, so it's not the end of the world. And let's go ahead and fire some rockets. Careful about entering too far into this room. There are some ambushing chain gunners and shotgunners to the right and left. And there is an archvile on the other side of that platform, on the other side of the eyeball. So go ahead and get the BFG ready. And one-shot him very easily. So let's talk about the BFG again. How does the BFG work? The BFG fires the ball. The ball does 100 to 800 damage, which in the case of the archvile is enough to, potentially enough to kill him. The archvile has 700 hit points, but it's not likely that it's going to do that. Let's see, we're going to come out here, and then this is going to close. And a spider's back here. So let's go ahead and have him kill these imps for us. So in any case, after the ball fires and hits whatever it hits and does damage, in the big scheme of things, not really that much damage. But what really does the damage from the BFG is the invisible tracers, the invisible shots, about 40 of them, which fire from you in an angle. Doing 60 to 70 damage each. We're going to go here to activate another secret. This switch is going to open a little cavern with an invincibility sphere towards the end of the map. In any case, the tracers fire from you in an angle and do quite a lot of damage, about 2,800 damage. There's an archvile here. We want to wake him up and get him to come out and kill him with the BFG. It's kind of awkward to fight him in here because of the traffic demons. So because of that, the ball does not do too much damage. It's the tracers which do most of the damage from the BFG. And so what we want to do is think about that. The BFG is more of an amazing shotgun than it is an explosion. So it's more like a super shotgun than a super rocket launcher. Having said that, well, let's talk about the Cyber Demon. The Cyber Demon is a monster who obviously fires 3 shots and volleys of 3. And he has 4,000 hit points. So with the BFG, it's possible with a skill to consistently kill the Cyber Demon with 2 shots of the BFG. This is going to release the red key. So let's go back and grab that. So what you have to do is wait till he fires his second shot, and just after he fires his second shot, fire the BFG, hitting him, and with all the tracers, making sure that you're really close in front of him to hit him with all the tracers. I am going for the Megasphere. That's right. Okay, so I want to go down. I'm completely talking at the same time as I'm playing, and I forgot where I was going. So I want to go down this elevator to get the Megasphere. So yeah, the trick for killing a Cyber Demon is to try to shoot him, to fire the BFG seconds before. After his second shot, and then a split second after the ball hits him, make sure you're facing him directly to get the tracers to hit. Not every single one of them, at least most of them. And the reason I bring it up is because we're going to fight a cyber demon right now. So let's go. He's waiting for us in the front area where we started. And he's a little bit of a pain in the ass to get past there. He usually blocks that call. I kind of messed that up. I fired too early. So I'm not great at pulling that off, but that's the kind of idea of it, is to fire the ball when he shoots his second shot and hit him with it, and then get really close to get him with the tracers. Okay, well, let's continue on our way down this narrow crevice, and we're gonna come up here, which is just a big kind of platform with a lot of monsters. And I'm gonna first kind of run through, focusing down the hit scanners that I can. And then probably there'll be a little bit of some degree of infighting. I'll come back and finish off the rest of the monsters. This is nothing too challenging. It, can whittle down your health a little bit if you don't, if you're not careful, but there's nothing to be difficult. And of course, we want to watch our flanks, because there's plenty of random missiles that are being fired. Great. Now, down below is the terraced area. So we're going to go to the torch here to find the hole. And we'll dodge the Revenant shots, the Revenant rockets, by running between them and the wall. Is there anything here? No. Okay, so we're going to jump down. There's some pinkies and imps down here. Yeah, I got plenty of rockets. We'll use that. We're going to save our shells so that we can kill spiders later with honor, and we don't have to dishonor ourselves by using other weapons because we ran out of shots. To the left here is the invincibility that I mentioned, that we opened with that secret in the kind of that large area where we had the open area where we had gotten the supercharge. So let me poke my head up. So you can see this is kind of a big, large, open, like, pit. We're going to have to, this is a terrace. You can kind of see there's a terrace. We're going to have to kind of run back and forth to jump down the different terraces and get to the water. When we get to the water, we're going to face a spider mastermind and an archvile who will appear. So we'll get the VFG ready and just blast them. I'll pick the archvile first. The reason for that is even though we're invincible, when he hits us, he can make us go flying, which can be a little bit awkward in terms of where we end up, and can make aiming a little bit difficult. Did I mess up? Where's the exit? Here it is. And Spider Mastermind can be one shot a good amount of the time. With the BFG, if you get right in his face, maybe half the time. Sometimes it takes 2 shots. Okay, there are a lot of snipers, so I'm gonna just take cover. Ooh, I do not have any bullets, so what am I gonna do? Regular shotgun for these snipers. Oh, I messed up and I defiled myself with my inability to kill the spiders with the shotgun. I dishonored my family. I have a berserk, so I might as well just punch this guy out. This is gonna take us on to the second terrace here. And now we have plenty of shotguns. I suppose what I could have done was just ignored those guys and spiders and come back for them. That's what I should have done to do things properly. This is gonna lead us to a series of teleporters, kind of a this is your life review of the different areas of the map. I'm giving us a bit of ammo we could pick up. Nothing critical, but we might as well grab it. Nothing here. That's too special. And this brings us to the last terrace. I think there's just the one imp right here. I don't think there's any other monsters alive up here. Oh, oops, over here. Okay. All right, this brings us back to the red door. Let's go and get the BFG. A little cave is opened up with an arch vial and a meatball. Let's see if we can just kill them with one shot, and we were successful at that. Shooting that is gonna lower this or raise this elevator. And that is all kills and all secrets. We just ride this up to the exit, and that's headquarters. By far the longest map of the set, and interesting. I like the different kind of areas, the different terrains of the map. It's kind of cool, and I like how there's kind of different ways you can approach the map. It's not just a completely linear. It's definitely an improvement over the original TNT Evilution. Anyways, thanks for joining. I will see you for the next map.